critical thinking. I know we've been talking about that a lot, and I'm gonna be honest. I used to be a part of the whole group of people out there that used to just play by the book, do what they're told. Then I woke up, and I realized I was an extraordinary person in myself, whether anyone believed me or not. And I just want to know, like, what message, like, can you give to people out there that are on like the brink? Because there's a lot of people out there that think that they want to be different, but stay running in the same lane because they think it's right.
Well, what I would tell people is that, you know, I spoke yesterday and I spoke to some young kids and they were foster kids, and what I told them is that do not let your current situation define who you are, because it's not you. You know, that's just a situation that you're in.
Yeah.
What is going to define you is the way you think and what you're thinking. So have your mind set that you are a king, you are a queen, and that there's nothing out here that you can't accomplish if you set your mind to it.
You hear that, people? Rick Ross just said, I'm a king. Just so you all know. Just, you know, just let it be clear. All right. Yeah, I love that. That's a good attitude to have. Like, that's what my whole movement's about. It's about showing people, ordinary people, they can do extraordinary things.
Oh, absolutely.
If you're willing to take the risk. You aim high, you'll get it. I promise.
Right.
And that's real stuff. All right, now I'm gonna stick a couple more sports questions. What do you think about Tim Tebow?
Tim Tebow.
I know you've heard about Tim Tebow.
I heard a little bit about it. Refresh my memory.
Timmy Tebow, he's just one of those players as a quarterback, and they say he's real into Jesus. I think he's the Antichrist, but that's just me. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. Tim Tebow, I believe, is the Antichrist. But that's just me. You know, I think outside the box a little bit. But yeah, he's just I just think he's a virus everywhere he goes. I mean, seems like a nice guy, but I mean,
I don't remember hearing much about it, because like I said, I don't watch much TV, and I don't really keep, just a little bit, you know, here and there. I keep up with what's going on, you know, but generally, you know, right now I'm like tunnel vision on,
I understand,
on what I'm doing and where I'm going, and you know, that's pretty much.
All right, well, I know you. I'm gonna talk to you about something I do know you know about. When back in your heyday, I understand you were season ticket holder for the Lakers. Is that the Showtime era?
Yeah, the Forum, yeah.
The Forum? Yeah, man, I would love that.
Boston
that was awesome.
Magic.
Boston Magic. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing right there. And what about the Dodgers? You know anything about, you know, Cam, Yasiel Puig? You been to any games?
I'm really a basketball and more football. I used to go to a few Raiders games, and we had the Raiders.
You a Raider fan?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'm a fan of the games. You know, everybody. I don't have a favorite team. I used to go to a few Ram games. You know, when the Rams was here.
Yeah.
So you know, I used to be a Cowboy fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I used to be a Cowboy fan.
Interview's over. No,
but I did say used to.
Oh yeah, used to. I'll accept that.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. All right. Okay, so moving on. All right, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. You know, you're gonna answer this to this camera. All right. What does the real Rick Ross think about the imposter Rick Ross? I mean, do you want to give an answer?
Well, you know what? Everybody already knows he's a fake. He's a fraud. But he's talented. You know, he makes great music. Even though everybody knows he's in a culture that really goes against authority figures, but he's been able to be an authority figure and still hold his rank in the rap world. So, you know, you gotta give credit to that. You know, he has staying power, and he's been able to overcome a lot of obstacles in his career. You know, so that's about all I got to say about him.
Okay, well, I mean, I understand. Like when he first came out, I'm gonna be honest, I knew who you were, and I thought, you know, maybe this guy like co-signed him or something, like, because I didn't hear nothing about any problem with that.
He
had
never
the look.
He never
you know?
even really asked me for a cosign. You know.
Granted, you're in a lot better shape, but you got the look. You know, he has the beard, like, you know.
Well, he wants to be me.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what
you know, I guess I can't get mad at him because I love being me. You know, I don't think I could be anybody else. I wouldn't want to be anybody else. I wouldn't want to use nobody else's name. You know, But I don't know if I could be mad at him, you know, about being Rick Ross, wanting to be Rick Ross, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
it's fun. I have fun every day, you know. My life has been just one turn after the next, you know, include my jail time. You know, my jail time, once I learned how to use it, became possibly one of the most valuable times that I ever had.
All right. Well, I mean, it's gotta bother you that this guy has tried. You know, he's come up and made money, and I mean, it's okay, but at least break bread. Break bread to the guy.
And he lied about playing football too.
Yeah, he don't look like he played football.
He didn't. We checked his high school. They don't have no record of him. He
they
said he was an All-American, right? All-American football player, right? Do you know there's not one picture on the internet of him in a football uniform?
The only uniform I seen him in was a correctional officer uniform.
Now, would that make sense? All-American, never having one picture? You think that's possible?
No, it's impossible. Impossible for him to be an All-American without taken one picture.
One picture with a
Yeah,
uniform.
it is.
Impossible. You heard it.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, there was actually. I don't understand how there was a court case and you actually had lost.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. Fighting against Universal, man, and Warner Brothers, you know, is two big corporations, big corporations. So not only that, we later find out that the lawyer used to be a partner in the law firm that represents Universal. It was like crazy, and they didn't disclose that to us either. So we thought that was inappropriate behavior on both the judge and Universal's lawyers, not to advise us that this potential conflict, not that it was a conflict, but it's a potential conflict. At least, you know, say it's a potential conflict, but they never advised us of that. We found out later on. So we believe that the whole decision that she did was wrong and possibly tainted.
So appeals, are you appealing?
Absolutely, we're appealing. Absolutely, we're appealing it.
Okay, and that's coming up soon?
Yeah, you know, the appeals courts are pretty crowded, but it's pending.
Oh, okay. Got you. All right. Well, you know about your kids? You have kids? You have children?
I have 7. I got 2 brand new babies.
Oh, really? Congratulations.
Yeah, I got a 27-month-old and a 14-month-old.
Oh, okay.
Both of them play tennis.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My dad played tennis growing up. And he said at that time not many Mexican people were playing tennis. So he said like he was good. I never got into it.
Probably still.
Yeah, you're right. There probably still isn't that many.
Well, tennis is an expensive sport.
Yeah.
You know, tennis is really expensive.
It's like ice hockey. A lot of people don't play because it's super expensive, or at least the inner city kids, they don't play because everything's so expensive.
But I'm working on giving my kids this jump. You know, I'm going to put them ahead of the game, you know, so when they get 10, 11, you know, they already been swinging that racket so long that it's just a natural feel and their swing will just flow.
Oh, okay. Right on. So I appreciate you taking the time, Rick, to come out here to our studios and chop it up with the King of LA Sports. And, you know, it means a lot. And just, you know, I appreciate the time. So why don't you let the people know, because I'm already street official. So now you can let the people know King of LA Sports is certified by Rick Ross. You know,
the King of the Streets.
King of the Streets is certifying the King of LA Sports. You heard it here first, you know? All right. Well, that's all we have for you today. Thank you all for tuning in, and a special thanks to Freeway Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross, for all his time. Tell everyone where you can be reached, Rick.
You can get me at freewaymixtapes.com. You can get me at Freeway social media. You can get me at Freeway Ricky on Twitter, Freeway Ricky on Facebook, and you can also call my number, 310-497-3696. Hit me up. Exclusive. You heard it. Not many guys will drop the number right here on the show. That's legit right there. All right. For Freeway Rick Ross, I'm the King of LA Sports, Richard Lopez, reminding all of you that when you live like rich, you will never be poor. Just roll the dice. That's all you got to do. Have a blessed day.